guys, welcome back. Oh, my glove stuck under my little board. How's everyone doing today? I've got something exciting today. I'm going to try out 4 different white pigment pastes for resin and see which one of these 4 gives the best lacing or foam or cells or whatever you want to call it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm using the Delcam Crystal Clear resin. It's a 1-to-1, so equal amounts if you're doing volume. If you're doing it by weight, part A weighs more than part B. So I do 100 grams of part A to 90 grams of part B. So then I know, and I just double it or times it by 1.5 or whatever. So I've got it all there, and the bubbles come to the top, so it's pretty easy just to give it a torch every minute or so. But I've been stirring that for 4 minutes, so that's my resin sitting there. Now my whites. The first one is by Art Tree Creations. It's called Iceland White. Then we have Lorez Expressions, Angel White. Just for You Online UK, Supreme White, and Colour Passions, Passion Top Cell White. All right, so those are the ones I'm going to use. And then for my coasters, these are 13 centimeters, so they're pretty decent size. So they're going to have just under 100 grams of resin each. I've made up 380 grams in all. Now I've got these 2 new colors from LBB Resin. They sent me a few different colors and some neons, some stir sticks, things like that. I'll talk about that a little bit more in another video, but I'm going to try these today because I really like the colors. It's sort of a blue and a turquoise. So those will be my colors for my, better not put that there, for my ocean. And then the whites to go on top, and then I'll blow that around with my heat gun. So I only got the 2 colors, so we'll get started. Now obviously I don't need much white. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I might just put 1 line across and then kind of blow it just to see what it does. I've spilt. Does that matter? Yeah, so I don't need very much. So I'm just basically covering the bottom. Just a blob so it covers the bottom, and hopefully they're about equal. You can't make too little, can you? Like it's hard to make too little amount. So make sure they're all about even. Oh, my other, where is it? Pyramid mold came too. So if I've got any left, I can use that. But I think I'm going to be using it all. Now there's a little bit left there, but there's no point me keeping it because I need to make both these blues. So I'm just going to use it all up. I've got enough in these. Yeah, it's only really just enough to pour a piece out, isn't it? And when I was sitting on eBay this morning, well, not sitting on eBay, but flicking through eBay, I decided instead of using this baking paper, I'm going to get myself a silicone sheet, a couple of silicone sheets to put under, you know, where I'm working. So I did that. They're just those pastry ones. I'm just cleaning off my stick so that I can use it again. Another pastry baking mats that you can get. Just ordered 2 big ones of those. Making a mess in my mold. So that, yeah, if I drip, then I can just wipe it up. I mean, the baking paper's okay, but it gets a bit grotty, and it kind of moves, and things stick to it and doesn't stay in place. So right now, hopefully these haven't got a cover on them. I didn't even check. Yes, they have. Let me go and take it off over here. Should have checked that beforehand, shouldn't I? Do it over the bin. Oh, that's a pretty bright blue. Look at that. All right, now because it's a pretty full cup, I'm going to do a big scoop. Maybe 1.5 scoops, hey? So that is the LBB I don't know what it stands for, and it's called Marine Blue. Yeah, I'm not sure what it stands for. I'm going to open this one over here over the bin as well. And this one's your gorgeous turquoisey colour, so I'll do the same. The big scoop, and then a little half a one. Now that one is called Peacock Green. Put those there. All right. I think what I'll do is I'll measure out the whites, and then I'll put you on pause while I mix this, because it's going to be a bit boring. Now there's only a tiny bit of white in that, so I'm just going to basically just get, it's probably too much, just get the end of that stick there. Actually, I'll keep the bottles in front there so we know which is which. Here's the Resin, same thing, just dip the end in, wipe the bottom, pop it in there. Keen to see which of these works best. Oops, that needs a bit of a stir. It's got like a oily top on it. I'll clean off my stick so that I can start afresh. That's that one, and then the Cell White. Oh, that's a thicker one. They're all got different consistencies, haven't they? Well, they have. I wonder if how they'll all work, whether they'll all be the same or whether they'll be different. I always wonder, like, whether this, you know, a white paste is a white paste and they're all the same, all manufactured the same way. I don't know. We shall find out. All right, I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to stir those up, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I can use my little stylus pen to hit the record button while I've got my gloves on. I don't have to take my gloves off, so that's handy. Okay, I've got my colours mixed up. Let's give that a bit of a torch on top, get rid of those bubbles. This blue, I must say, wow. What was it called? Marine Blue. Wow, that is amazing. Loving that. Okay, let's just do a kind of a bit of a swirly thing of the blue in each. And then we'll do a bit of a swirly. It looked more turquoise in there, but when I've mixed it up, it's more green. So it's more of an oceany greeny color, I guess. I'll just pour you like that, sort of over the top. I'll blend these together. I'll give them a bit of a zhuzh with my heat gun. Basically just going to blend the colours a little bit. Probably should have made more blue than green, I think, hey? Okay, so that one's done. Let's put a little bit more of the green in. I might not put too much in, actually. No, I kind of need to fill these, don't I? Well, not fill them all the way. I probably could have done with some more resin, actually. They're only about half full. That's weird. Yeah, they're only about half full. Kind of need to make up another blue quickly, but I won't. It'll be fine. For the sake of the experiment, it will be fine. Right, now let me get my heat gun. I'm using this one. It's my XU1. It's a good size. It's not as big as some, so it's got low, off and high. So I'm going to use high just to kind of blow the resin around a little bit. Blend it a bit. Pop some bubbles. It's looking much more green than I was expecting. wonder if I've got time to make up some more blue. Probably not. It'll probably start setting up. Not as easy to do in a coaster than you know, if you're doing it on a board or something like that. Let's just give this a bit of a mixer. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look divine? Let's give it a bit of a mix. I'll blow it again a little bit more. Oh, we're getting cells already. My gosh. I guess the difference between the coaster and like just doing it on a board, you get a different effect from the coaster because the resin wants to come in from the outside in, so you do get a different effect. So let me just give it another bit of a zhuzh around. Try not to burn my coaster mold while I'm doing it. Okay, that'll do for that now. Right. I should let that cool down a bit, shouldn't I? It's looking pretty. A bit warm. Right, well, that's just cooling down because I've heated it. Let's just stir the white again. This one seems thicker, this, just for you online UK. They've all got a slight different feel to them. That one's a bit thinner. This one's about the same. So I was debating whether to do just a board and then doing like dividing it into 4 and then blowing it across, because when you, obviously when you, and I still may have to do that, because when you do the board, it's a much thinner coating of resin, isn't it? Because this is, even though, I mean, these are only half full, they're still thicker than what I would put if I was just doing a board. I've got some bits in you. All right, without further ado, let's get this started, shall we? Now, I think what I'll do is, just to be the same on all of them, I'll just put a line and then blow it with the heat gun. If I was doing a board, I'd probably swipe it, but because this is thicker, I don't think it'll swipe very well. I didn't really think about that, did I? Maybe if this doesn't really go to plan, I'll do it again on a board so that I've only got just a thin layer of resin, because it makes a difference, I think. Right, let's start up here with the Art Tree Creations. And I'm just going to pour some out across the top like that. And let's give it a blow and see what happens. On high. See how that one goes. See how it's, because the resin's quite thick, it kind of dug in. You need to move them up a bit. I've got a bit more room. So yeah, maybe the art board would be better, but oh, I'll just try this first. Hey, let's do this one next. This is the Resin. That. Right, here we go, on high. Okay, that one's got cells straight away, hasn't it? Look at that. Straight away. Okay. Moving on. Let's do Supreme White. Just for you online. Now this one's thicker again. And below this one, they're all on high, so that's the same there. Okay, that one's got some cells as well, straight off the bat. These cells are kind of breaking a little bit. They were really good to begin with, but then as the whites sort of come in, they've broken a little bit. I'll keep an eye on you, see what you're doing. But yeah, I don't know that it's a very good test because I'm using a coaster that's got thick resin on it. Didn't think of that, did I? Oh my gosh. Oh. It was worth a try. Right, now the last one is the Cell Passion Cell. I've still got some left there. It's a pity I haven't got enough resin to do a board because I've still got some white here. All right, on high again. Push it up. Push it back. Okay, let's have a little look, see what they're doing. Well, I'm not impressed with any of them so far, but look, that could just be the fact that I've got the coasters. Okay, now let's try again. Let's go again and let's do a bit of a swipe. I've got some left, so we'll swipe and see what happens. Maybe you need to wait until your resin's a little bit thicker. I don't know. A little bit like, yeah. Have a chance to thicken up a little bit. Let's do a swipe. And then maybe heat it. So I'm going to need some paper towel here to wipe this off. See, it's not really working because I've got a thick, it's a coaster, so it's quite thick. Let's go back the other way. Okay, so that's that one done. And let's give it a bit of heat, just on low, and see what that does, if anything. We're going high. Yeah, we're going higher. Not so much. Okay, let's have a look at the Resin. It's going to use it all up, well, most of it, whatever I can get out of there. And we'll swipe it again. Resin's getting sticky. Probably because I've heated it, you see. But yeah, as I've said before, if this was on a board, the resin wouldn't be so thick, and I'm sure it would work much better. So let's do that next time. I'll do this again, experiment again, blowing on high. Because I think most people that do this, like want to get the cells and things, they they use the boards anyway, don't they? And they don't have it very thick. Like the resin's not all that thick, so yeah. I will do it again. Righto. Next one is the Supreme White. Come on. Out you come. Okay, that's that one. Swipe again. When I did my art piece with the resin and I swiped, I got really nice cells with the gold. It's a bit tricky doing this, it really is. The resin's starting to set up because I've been heating it. The top layer's gone all sticky. All right, here we go. On high. Let's see what happens with that one. Let it set there for a bit. Have I got any left of this one? Yep. Everything's starting to set up now. So I don't know that this is a very good experiment, you guys. I'm sorry. I should have just gone straight for the art board. But I guess every experiment has its merits in one way or another. But these colours are pretty together. I might do a coaster with those colours. Oops, look, it's all sticking to me. Sticking. Oh my gosh. Making a mess. Because I do like these colours. Just spreading the resin, the white out a little bit so that we can blow it around. Let me just wipe my palette knife so that I can get the resin off it. I just sprayed some alcohol on my baby wipe and then I can clean my utensils. Sure I put that nozzle down onto something that's not plastic so I don't burn my table. So there we go so far. Yeah, I don't know that it's a very good experiment. I can't really make a judgment call on this so far because, you know, my resin was starting to set up. So yeah. Let's do it again on the board. I'll get set up and I'll do it again because it's just, yeah, it's starting to set up. But I love those colours. Love those colours. Definitely going to do coasters with those. Alrighty, so I'm sorry it didn't really work the way I was expecting. But at least we know that maybe we shouldn't do like these foam type effects on a coaster, or maybe if we do, we wait until like the first layer is dry and then just put a little thin layer on the top. Or maybe I can do that. Maybe these aren't wasted after all. No, I don't want to wait. All right, I'll see you for the next one. I'll go and get a board and get set up. See you soon.